Thank you. It's great to be here to talk about liberty. I think at some level, freedom, both political and economic, is one of the most sophisticated inventions of humans. Because when you look at human history, you see why it has been very difficult for liberty to emerge. First, you have various types of societies that don't have laws, or states where people live under the threat of violence. Then you have various different societies that solve that problem using complex social norms that don't provide liberty. And then you have big states that have the power to enforce laws and resolve conflicts, but often take away the freedoms of people to do what they want, or think what they want, or engage in whatever economic activities they want, away even more sharply than stateless societies. So human freedom emerges only under very special circumstances, and it's very much institutional in nature. It emerges when there is the right sort of laws to protect freedom. Societies organize in order to prevent the tyranny, despotism of states or powerful individuals. States themselves are willing to uphold the laws and use their power in order to prevent other threats to the freedom of people, for example, of the form that, what John Stuart Mill talked about, the tyranny of majority. And it is one of these amazing edifices that has evolved over time, and the theoretical framework that I have worked on with James Robinson suggests that's because a certain sort of balance got established between how society is organized and how states are organized, and that's very much institutional in nature. And what we are seeing today is that that liberty is under threat, and it's under threat because economic conditions have created grievances in people. Globalization has created grievances. The fact that gains from new technologies, especially automation, robots, and other the digital technologies, have created very unequal gains, have made people support economic and political stances that are anti-liberty. And you see that in Europe, you see that in the US even more strongly under the current administration and the general shift in opinions. And I think it is a real threat to the emergence and evolution of this sort of liberty. And I think the solution to this, if I can call it a solution, is really institutional in nature again. I think the same things that brought liberty in the first place, this society's mobilization, where democracy is one example of it, where people organize and go and get vote and get engaged in, needs to be strengthened, while at the same time the capacity of the state to uphold the same laws needs also to be strengthened. And that involves not just legal aspects, but it also involves other aspects of the capacity of the state to redistribute, to provide the right sorts of services, to provide insurance against the risks that people feel with new technologies and globalization. So you need to have this two-pronged institutional development to reinstate and strengthen and defend liberty.